update the stream info again just to make sure. Okay. It should be close enough to time. By the time things get loaded up and everything, people should be back. Quickly double check these things. All that looks okay. What kind of options do I have? Foothills or seaside cliffs? Sure, that's fine. It does take a minute or two to load, from what I remember from when I just tested this less than an hour ago. Alright, ABC, you have a good one. I'll just need to leave myself a note to, like, cut each of these into actual sections for which game it is. But I should be able to just check by category and I can, like, split it that way and it'll be fine. But this is another one that I was actually excited about because I actually put in for this for Lurk It for when it is ready to come out as far as that goes. After seeing a couple GIFs of this on there. And let me tell you, for those that were here for Sailblazers, think that kind of energy, and you'll understand why I'm very interested in this one. Hey, there's War, how you doing? How goes? I'm just gonna knock a tree down with my fists, don't mind me. So far, so good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. There we go. Just knock that tree down. More importantly, though, give me the stump. This is mine now. And somehow I just left the log standing there perfectly. That's just skill right there. That's just skill. But yeah, point being, yeet. Being able to just do things like that amused me to no end. We can also just take the log with us too. And sprint at ridiculous speeds while doing so. There we go. And there's our crown. This is a merge of a city builder and all this goofy nonsense you see here that I'm doing. Which is why I'm like, yep, this seems like a great idea. This seems like a very good comedy game, while also being a good game. Now, what do I do in build mode here? Okay, I need 60 wood to make a town hall. Let's not build it there. Where looks like a good place? Actually, this is pretty clear here, so maybe here would actually be fine. We can put it here because the stone's not too far away and there's plenty of trees around to cut down. Yeah, that should be fine. Just pop it right there. Wow. I kind of expected to have to do more to make that a thing, but, well, it's here now. Oh yeah, that's the other funny thing. I don't like it being there. Let's put it somewhere else. Just pick the whole thing up and wander off with it. This is mine now. That's how buildings work, right? I'm sure that's fine. Well, they're repairing it, so that's good. Well. Today I learned. Can I actually, like, fix this? I don't know if I care to fix this. I feel like this is the right energy to bring forth today. Just gonna leave that there. We'll find out if that keeps them from doing their job later. More importantly, you can also drift like crazy. Like, the sprinting in this was one of the things that caught my attention, because, like, this is travel speed right here. You can also knock down trees by smashing your face into them, which is pretty great. The forest is mine. Oh, that's how you put things back down properly. You know, I didn't even consider the fact that I could literally just replant the tree that way. Let's fix this now that I know how. Hey, it's not quite how I had it before, but this is fine. I do appreciate the bell going off when I threw it, too. Let me know if the volume is loud enough, because it feels a little quiet. It's probably too quiet, so I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively bump it a little, but keep me updated on that. Oh, yeah. And the fact that this does, I do believe, have multiplayer as well, seems like a recipe for incredible things to happen. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just chuck the sawmill, like, right here. That seems like a good place for it. There's been very minor music, but here, I'll go ahead and bump that specifically then. A little bit. There we go, that sounds better in my ears, so they'll probably be better for y'all too. Okay, they automatically seem to be taking on jobs. What happens? Can I help him? Can I just, like... Huh. I didn't expect that to work. And I'm glad that the audio is in a better spot now. I did not expect it to just saw the log I chucked at it so conveniently. Well, we've learned a thing here today, and that's called... just chuck a tree at a saw and good things happen. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm curious to see how this is actually going to work. So far, it seems like it's working pretty competently. Is the villagers actually just kind of go forth and do as soon as they can. It really depends on how many more menus they give you for it. I was trying to land up there and that didn't work. Nope, I don't think that's gonna work. Like, there's a lot of detailed movement in here too, which has my attention. It's like you've got wall jumping, you've got wall clinging, you've got like triple jumps almost. What happens if I throw this in the sawmill? Well, it saw this too. Well, it would help if I didn't miss. Yeah, it seems like we're supposed to just kind of get research. Yeah, there we go. Anybody that's working generates knowledge as they're doing their job. Okay. So I just need him to keep doing his job. Which seems to primarily be happening when I feed them resources to use, so... It would have been very funny if I'd actually managed to knock this tree down when I did that. So this is a big tree. Oh. Huh. I'm still kind of boggled by that. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so we've actually got some good information here. There's a whole research tree. Not a huge one, but levitation engines? Huh. Okay. Oh, we actually have, like, different color schemes, too. I don't like that one. That's good to have these extra color schemes for multiplayer, for sure. This way you can tell each other apart at a glance. Like, oh yeah, look for the red one who's throwing logs around. It's probably me. Why was the forest thrown across the room? I'll give you a hint. Mostly, it was funny. Yep. da 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 da. Oh, there we go. Research is complete. That gets us a lot of buildings. I don't know what our next goal really should be. Part of me wants it to be the metalworking, but it's probably a better idea. Greatsword is under butchering, huh? Unlock a greatsword with a powerful whirlwind ability that lets you ascend like a helicopter. Yes. Yes, I am interested. It doesn't seem like we have to set a target. We just have to have enough points for it. Okay, so we need to build things to make sure people have food. They need... Oh, okay, they make fertilizer because, you know, people poop. That makes sense. We don't need the storehouse yet, it looks like. They actually are more concerned about us having the outhouse. Exactly. You know, I don't know how I feel about our pantry looking like a composter. Because that's the exact design of the composter my family used to have, except it's just missing the handle to make it rotate. I don't know how to feel about that. But you know what? If that's what y'all want to eat, that's fine. You do you. We already have a sawmill. Let's go ahead and just put the outhouse over here. You just go shit in the woods, people. There you go. No. Actually, yeah, we do need a townhouse. We'll go ahead and just put that right next to town hall for the moment. It's a little hard to tell the facing on these things. Like, I can tell what direction they're facing, but I can't entirely tell what it means. Okay, those are doors. Okay. Sounds good. Have a good time at the gym, Zwar. Thank you for popping in. We'll go ahead and chuck the soup kitchen right next to the pantry over here. Theoretically, I should have done this the other way around so that the soup kitchen was next to the houses and the pantry was on the other side of it, but it's fine. There we go. We now have enough things to make the people happy. Prepare for the next outlaw raid in 2 days and 2 hours. They want to have a go, huh? I'll beat them up. I'll hit them with a tree. Wah! I wonder if... I presume I can, like, grab these food items and send them to the food placement. Oh, no, I can just straight up just take those. Okay. But can I just, like, chuck this into the pantry? How... Disappointingly, no. What even is this? Oh, wait, how did I do that? Speed. What is this? Cloudberry bush. Okay, maybe this just doesn't have berries on it right now, maybe? Well, I destroyed it, so it's never going to have berries now. I'd say that's a shame, but honestly, science had to happen somehow. Yep. We may as well make use of this log I knocked down earlier. Oh, I see. It'll have a green indicator if it's a building you can actually throw the thing into and not have it destroy it. Understood. Maybe the mushrooms will work then. Ah. Oh yeah, well that's right. The mushrooms just immediately go into my inventory. Which is presumably the town's inventory based on the number there. Identifying things can be a little weird. They don't seem to necessarily mark perfectly. It's like I gotta look down a little weird to identify the fir bush, for example. And the cloudberries are kind of jank too. I don't know why I can't pull the berries off the cloudberry. Eh? Ah. I'm trying to figure out what I can and can't just take with me, basically, is the idea at the moment. I wonder how many people started this demo and they just never picked up their crown. I feel like there's people that just disregarded the message on the side telling you to go get your crown and then just didn't. Okay, if you're moving too much, you won't pick up things too. Gotta keep that in mind. How's our research looking? 69. Nice. I could have them start doing farming. And that's probably the smart idea, considering the fact that, you know, it's literally the cheapest one. It's the next one I can afford. Oh, we did still get berries by destroying that bush. Okay. Everything's fine then. Knock knock. Interesting that there's room for multiple people to be visiting something. Oh wow, there's a lot of room for people in here, but then again, this is a soup kitchen. It wouldn't be much of a soup kitchen if nobody could fit in it. I mean, this is my town. Why am I just visiting the town hall? I feel like... Then again, I suppose I don't have a house, so... You know, that just begs a whole other set of questions, doesn't it? Do I sleep? Do I need to sleep? They are really stressed, though. I don't know how to make them less stressed. I probably can't yet. Oh, I can plant the things I have. Can I, like, repair things with the wrench? Doesn't seem to be doing damage to it, so that's good. Look at him go. Turning trees into smaller trees. I think he might have broke some stuff when he knocked that tree down. You know, not the way I would do that, Thornbright, but you know what? You do you. It's your job, you do it how you want to do it. And we do have a weapon. So that's probably how we'll solve the whole bandit situation. Oh, so it takes a full season change. Oof. Well, the pantry employs a farmer, so we should probably put these in front of the pantry. For their convenient access. Oh wow, composter's actually kind of big. Probably not put that in front of the soup kitchen. Let's put it next to the toilet. That seems like a better place for it. Have all of our fertilizer generation. All be in one place. Remember, everybody, this is how you plant seeds. You just throw them at the ground really hard and they just plant themselves. That's how that works. Never question that. It's always going to be exactly how that works, and nothing's wrong with what I've said. So... up to 3 nearby citizens. I wonder what the takedown thing is. Presumably that'll become relevant when we have enemies around. But yeah, we've gained a new person, so not everybody can sleep, so I should probably build another townhouse. Which means I probably should just move this townhouse so they're all kind of in a similar position. Help. I'm moving your home. You're going over here now. You live here now. Okay, if I don't have enough resources, it'll place a ghost of it. I'm assuming me doing this is probably less efficient than them cutting the tree down and doing all their stuff with it. You know, in terms of how much yield you get, it's probably less effective, but it's really fun. That should be enough wood to do the job now, I would figure. Yep. Boom. There we go. Now there's plenty of room for more people for the time being. That should cover us for a little bit, since that's enough room now for 9 people, and we currently have 4. So that should be fine. 85 research. We have all of our people employed, so they're gonna generate as fast as they generate. I'm not really sure how to get more people in. But while they're doing their thing, let's run around a bit and see if we can find anything interesting. Because they have everything they need now. And we can, you know, kind of run at super speed. Because for some reason our queen here is some kind of super being. Capable of lifting trees. Then again, we can also lift big rocks. So I suppose that works out. Actually, no, I have a better idea. I need to know if this works. Aww. It doesn't become a giant skipping stone. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not surprised, just disappointed. Can't blame a guy for dreaming. Get out of here. Okay, so... oh, those do become seeds. Okey-dokey. Grab a bunch of free food along the way out here. I'm very happy that they do have it marked on our compass there, so I can find my way back to the town I built. Otherwise, I probably would never find it again. And it'd be kind of awkward for all the people in the town. They're like, where'd our leader go? Well, we saw them sprint off in that direction, and we've never seen them again since. So, who wants to be the new leader? Anyway, just punch the berries out of it. I also really like the spinning. Whee! Like, this game oozes charm and goofiness, and I'm just so here for it. Like, in what other game can I just walk over to an entire tree and just go, this is mine now? And just sprint off with it at, like, some kind of weird forest gremlin. And not only could I throw this to the sawmill, but I could replant this tree, and it's just fine. Like, this is insanity, and I'm so happy with this. The only thing that would make me happier is if I could swing this tree at people as a weapon. Like, that's about the only thing left otherwise, just like... allow me to violence my enemies with a tree. This is a pretty good map. Seems like we only get so much distance on it from our location. Or these are the actual, like, entire edges of the map. There's something over here. Oh, there's poachers and thugs over there. Oh, that's what the inspect tool does. Okay. Basically, all these are regions, it looks like. And by clicking each region, you can tell what's in it. Like, there's Tuskars, some nests, some tents, and things like that over in this region here. A lot of poachers and thugs around, like, all over the place. Real lawless area we got going here. No wonder we got overthrown. Assuming that's what this is all about, considering it's called Overthrown and we had to go reclaim our crown. The logic kind of follows, you know? The details seem to all check out. Ah, we've waited long enough for some research to be available. Do I want butchering, though? Insufficient heated housing. I assume they're not getting enough wood to keep enough fuel in the housing. Because I almost want metalworking in order to hire soldiers, like it says there. Making defensive perimeters with excavation would also be good, but greatsword. Like, hear me out. Greatsword. It leads to domestication, which I don't particularly care about. I could always grab orchards or milling as well. Now, I think I'm gonna wait for metalworking. And just straight away. I wonder what the ×4 there is. I think that's just 4 rings of stamina, perhaps. Like, we just have a lot of stamina. You're one of my people? Do I know you? I do. You're my farmer. You're just way out here for some reason. You good? You seem to have been having some trouble there with that idea. They were just kind of walking into a wall for a moment there, and I was a little concerned that they had broken completely. They might have stayed there for a while if I hadn't broken the plant. It's kind of nice to see that they range out pretty far. Like, they're not super limited to, oh yeah, if there's not things within like 10 feet of my building, I don't do anything. I just go stupid. They seem to actually be pretty proactive about making sure their stuff's maintained. So I'm kind of confused by our lumberman, who seems to be going far and wide for logs when there is trees all over the place. So I suppose, arguably, I am putting him out of a job with my power. So maybe he just went on a soul-seeking journey to see what his real job should be. Since he's clearly not cut out to be our log cutter when I can just do this. Hopefully that'll help the housing issue. Or do they mean that I have... No? I don't have more population. Why are they all saying amenities are only outhouse? What's wrong with the houses? Oh, right. The wood doesn't directly translate to fuel. I didn't make the thing that makes fuel. That's the problem. We need charcoal kiln. But we don't have anybody to work it. So that could be bad. Hopefully it'll just work without anybody working it and I just chuck logs into it for the time being. Hep. There we go. Now the houses have heat. Everything is fine. I've done it. I've solved the problem. I am the hero this town needed. Maybe not the hero this town deserves, but it's definitely the hero the town needed. How far can I throw this? Not far enough. That's the answer. Nice. So if it makes contact, it counts. It doesn't have to be thrown directly at it. It just needs to touch. That's good information to have. Oh, I see. I think I understand how the population works now, actually. I think as soon as you add somewhere for people to work, people will populate that work immediately. Because you'll notice we made a fertilizer thing and coal showed up. I made the charcoal place and Akari showed up. So you don't actually have to wait for people to show up to need jobs, it seems. You can just make jobs and people will appear to fill them. So if I make a second sawmill, does that mean I'll get another lumber? Because I kind of want that to be a thing, I think. Actually, how are we looking on wood? Yeah, we're still at a negative for wood at the moment. We got a positive for fertilizer. Aha! Food is not looking the best either. We're currently on a downturn for vegetables. So maybe it wouldn't be the worst idea for me to make a second pantry then, actually, instead. Because the crops are obviously going to take a really long time to grow. So they can't really be relied on. Garden plots are free, though. I should probably make more. Because we have more seeds. And we certainly have fertilizer. There we go. That should help our food situation out much more when the season changes. Assuming that it does it immediately upon season change, no matter how long the plant has been there. Let's see, we wanted metalworking. Which will also open up more jobs because we will be able to hire people to fight. And people to make ore, and people to do things like that. Yes. Generates ore, must be placed on a stone tile. Turns ore fuel into ingots. Turns ingots into components. This is actually relatively complicated. Employs a halberdier who fights enemies in melee. And we can make lampposts. But who cares about lampposts? What do you think I'm gonna let my people see in the dark? No, 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 no. I lurk in the dark. We don't want them seeing that. They don't want to see me. That's a bad idea for their health. There we go. We have a mine now. And presumably somebody will appear to work in this mine. Yep. Arya is running to go do the thing. I do like the twirl and outfit change they got going on. That's pretty good. I appreciate that. Like this is what I mean when I say this game's got a lot of character. It just does just the right silly things. Oh, okay. If I press T, that shows me all of the stuff I've got. And apparently one outhouse is not enough for 6 people, which makes sense, honestly. Yeah, it does say bladders of up to 3 citizens. So let's just make a couple of these, shall we, now that this forest isn't here. There we go. That's an amount of toilets to match the amount of housing we have, so that should be fine. Hopefully nobody's expecting this to be an aesthetically pleasing town right now. Because I don't think we have the resources to make an aesthetically pleasing town yet. Like, I can't even put walls up or anything. I can clear terrain, though, and I might want to figure out how that works sooner rather than later. Ah, yes, the ultimate farming tool, the wrench. We'll smack the harvest out of you. I should probably also build the blast furnace. We'll go ahead and put it right next to the sawmill. We'll just have like an industrial zone right here next to the town hall. I'm sure nothing could go wrong from that. And there's the smithy, as soon as we have enough wood for it. Wow, the wrench is actually surprisingly effective at cutting down trees, huh? Timber! Kind of curious if this is more efficient or not. That actually worked pretty well. Yeah, that got me 4 pieces of wood. Meanwhile, if I pick up the tree and I run it over here, the frame rate gets really mad at me. I think I got like 3 bits of tree out of that one. I'm not sure. I think it is actually more effective to cut down the trees, because I also, you know, get the stump as well. Can't have anything in these fantasy worlds because you just have somebody like me that comes along and just starts smashing everything. Nice forest you've got there. It'd be a real shame if somebody just hit it with a wrench. You know, living up to that menace to society title as usual. Oop, there we go. Insufficient heated housing again. Is our fuel man not holding his own weight? Why has he got to be a disappointment? Let's go ahead and snag butchering now. Oh yeah. Soap sounds like a good idea. I wasn't even looking at that. I'm just like, ooh, greatsword. And you're telling me I just get the greatsword for free? How do I spin? I can't do the regular spin. Oh, there we go. I can do the regular spin that way. Ooh. Look at that. So just tackle a tree. Like, there's so much, like, movement tech and goofy ways of doing combat I'm seeing already in this. I'm looking forward to the bandit raid, honestly, because the moment the bandits show up, they are not ready for what they're gonna get. They are so not ready for what I am. Or they are, and I'm gonna get bodied, and it'll be even funnier after all the smack I'm talking. It is having a little bit of trouble whenever I cut those trees down this way, though. Oh, no wonder it switched back to quality instead of performance. There we go. Let's try that. Get this motion blur shit out of here. Nobody needs that. There we go. Seems to freak out a little bit less now. That's a lot of log. Yeah, they're doing their best. We just aren't getting enough fuel, so I think I just need another charcoal kiln to keep the houses heated. Where was the clear land button? There it is. Is that all it does? Yeah, it appears to just get rid of grass, which is the opposite of what I need. Oh yeah, it just clears up things. It doesn't, like, flatten the ground. I would need a shovel, right? Which would need excavation. So I want to just put another charcoal kiln, like, right here. I guess I'll put it behind the existing one and it'll be fine. we don't really need to look at it. Oh, you know what part of the problem is? It's probably the fact that since we're making components and things, we're using up twice as much fuel as we were before in order to fuel the industry as well. There we go. So that should take care of that problem. And we have 9 people, so I would need to build more housing in order to have more people going. On the bright side, it seems like nobody's crazy stressed anymore or anything, so we're getting better about that. Things might get a bit stressful here when we get invaded, but I'm sure it'll be fine. In worst case, this world disappears in 20 minutes anyway. See? She's smiling. Everyone else should be smiling too, because everything's fine. Nothing bad's going to happen. Except to the people in front of my greatsword. I do want to see how the shovel works, though. Like, do I just, like, make tile go away when I touch it? Yep, sure do. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Well, now I need to learn the limitations of this. Oh God. Yeah. This is an irresponsible power to give me. Why I know can remove this one. Oh. Hello, Void. There we go. I think I just was a little too close, so it was not letting me do that. Who needs to go around the mountain when I can just go through it? Does this show on the map? It does. Oh boy. Well, I know what's gonna happen with this immediately, and it's about as juvenile as you might think. If you guessed someone's gonna draw a penis with the shovel, good news, you are as used to the internet as I am. And you have much the same expectations. Remember when I was totally gonna use the shovel to make walls? Instead, I just made a giant, like, dirt middle finger going out that way to see if I could. Yeah, that was good times, huh? I should probably figure out how to raise land too, shouldn't I? I presume it'll just be right-click. It seems like it's trying to do something, but it's not succeeding. Because they said we get foundation. I mean, we get landfill, rather. But I don't know how to use it. Gain landfill by lowering tiles, spend it by raising them. Okay. Oh, that's how it works. Oh, we are being invaded. Drums are going nuts. Where is my enemy? Or is it just kicking up ahead of time? Nope, they're coming for the crown. Oh, so they're coming for me specifically then. Okay. I shall meet my enemy. Where are they? There they are. Face me, cowards! Ooh, those trumpets are pretty good. Oh. No, I had the lift option. You think your guns are gonna save you? Aw. You can pick them up, but not for long. Oh, wait. I'm lifting my sword now. Oh god, I'm broken. I broke it. I broke it good. Oh god, I literally can't leave lift mode. Oh, and there's a lot more invaders than I thought. They're breaking my things. I can still do dash attacks. I just can't do regular attacks anymore because I'm stuck in animation hell. No, I actually died. Maybe that'll get me out of the animation lock I stuck myself in. Nope, I'm still in permalift. My crown. Okay, hang on. Let me just quickly exit to menu and come back and see if that fixes it. Of course I found a way to break everything. We may just have to, you know, get a whole new population going. I have a strong suspicion everybody was dying. Just a possibility. So I do find it interesting that if they were going for the crown, and the crown was laying on the ground, why did none of them go for it? You would think one of them should have, like, grabbed the crown and tried to run away with it. But nobody tried. They just kind of let it sit there. So we're like, oh yeah, there's a crown on the ground. Huh, neat. Oh, I think I destroyed my own town hall there, like a fool. Wow. Okay, they are actually kind of dangerous. Oh, I think they might actually be going for the crown now that it's right there in front of them. But it seems like force of numbers, they are managing to win sometimes. Yeah, that guy does have the crown. Give me that. So that was bad, but we made it work. Yeah, I have a suspicion that we probably weren't supposed to be able to lift the bandits, and that's what made everything break. Did the graphics reset or something? Is that why it's freaking out a little bit? Yeah, it sure did. So that's something that's not great demo-wise, is some of the settings seem to not necessarily play ball. And we're out of wood, so I'm gonna have to go get a bunch of wood to fix this. Which is not a shock, because we have a lot of wood being used, but only the one sawmill making any. Looks like nobody died, at least. Well, other than me. But it's okay, you know, I come back to life, so. That's acceptable. What this tells me is walls are definitely going to be a good idea. Oh, look at you. They're actually doing a pretty good job of collecting wood on their own. Which, that's something I hadn't considered, is the fact that there was room for multiple people to be working in the sawmill, so I guess now multiple people are working in the sawmill. It's really kind of rude of them that the main thing that the bandits broke was all of the houses, I must say. Which, admittedly, that is the downside to having all of the housing in a row like this, is somebody can just kind of walk down the row and go, ha 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 ha, break everything. Tee hee hee hee. No more houses for you. I will never get tired of, like, body slamming a tree down. Is it, as I said before, what game lets you do that kind of nonsense? Just like body checking a tree and it actually works. There we go. Our housing is back up and running. Smithy needs repairing. We'll get that sorted. I was hesitant to... Oh, repairing needs wood too. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, pretty safe bet that I will play this if I get the opportunity to do so. Especially if I can get people to join me for this. Because this seems like a really, really good stupid game. Like, this is definitely a case of me calling something stupid in the most positive way possible. There we go. All of our repairs are done. Go ahead and grab that. And yeah, it looks like a lot of things are early 2025. If these are coming in January 2025, I assume the game is coming out at that point? Let me check the release. It just says 2024, so it might be coming out, like, before the end of the year, and then they just have those marked with when some of the patches will be. Which makes sense. If they've already got, like, a roadmap of all those decisions already in play. I'll go scoop all this up. Since apparently they cut it down and then left it there. Which, that could lead to an issue. Like, somebody's system could end up bogging down because they just break a bunch of stuff and leave the bits everywhere. Why do we still have insufficient heated housing? Are we still having fuel issues? No, we were on a positive for fuel. Is one of the houses just not getting fuel? There's 3 houses here, and each of those can handle 3 people. This one's just not... This one's just not receiving fuel. Is there a range limit? And why was it working before? Well, you know what? Solution to this problem regardless. Oh. Still not receiving fuel. I'm living in Bizarro World right now, and I don't care for it. Okay, that house is working. Whatever, game. Now we have more houses for more people anyway. What else needed repairing? Ow. This kiln needs repairing. There we go. Which we do have the components to hire soldiers as well. Oh wow, that's way smaller than I thought it would be. That's fine. Boop. That'll get us a halberdier. Yeah, Miki, you become a halberdier. Look at you. Not bad, not bad. You've got a very specific look going on, and I'm not going to comment further as to exactly what that look is, but if you know, you know. Produces fruit every summer once the tree has matured. Seasons seem to pass pretty quickly, so these shouldn't be too bad. And a few of these should be a good thing to have, regardless. Okay, you can tell that they're there, it's just a little hard to tell. Thank you for the raid, you're right. What were you up to today? Yeah. This has been a pretty good one, and we played Temtem Swarm earlier, which was also pretty solid. I'll give you all a neat little magic trick. Hup. This tree's mine now. Just taking this tree for a walk. Yeah, no, this game's silly, and I am so happy that it's as silly as it looked like it was going to be. And we'll just chuck this right on into the sawmill. Hit. There we go. That takes care of that. Like, you already run at crazy speed, but you can even drift at ridiculous rates. Like, this game is just all out on, we don't care, we're just doing goof. And you know what? I respect that on so many layers. Like, it is insanely good. It's got a little bit of performance jank here and there that I've been encountering, but it's a demo, so performance jank's kind of to be expected. And well done on beating Axiom Verge. It's a little bit of a tricky one to navigate in sometimes, and it can be a little bit of a difficult game, so good on you for getting through that. You've actually caught us at a very good time, because I'm going to be switching games here in a minute. So you'll get to see firsthand whatever the next thing I pick out of the pile of demos I picked out was. Oh yeah, this is our farm plot, right. I was like, why is there this big square of dirt? But it's because all that got harvested. Yeah, nice little city builder merged with basically a survival game. And if anybody is interested in the game, there is the Steam page for it right there. The ads are going to start here in just a moment while I switch everything around.